Welcome to the show that looks at truth, fiction, and reality with a smirk. I'm Aaron Peterson.
I'm Amanda Sink.
And I'm Zach Parkerson.
Welcome to Smirk. Each week, one of our hosts introduces an original story, which we then use as a springboard for spirited and lighthearted discussion on whatever the moral or theme of their story was. This week, it's Amanda. I got a feeling it's love, candles, romance. I'm going to make it all sexist.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems pretty misogynist.
Yeah, I didn't realize how misogynist it was. So I was halfway through and I'm like, well, now I'm from the 50s. This is Mad Men.
Yeah, this turned quite a different direction than I expected. Also, I'm in the kitchen making a sandwich right now.
Oh, good. I like mayo.
Ew.
Tremendous. Could you mail me a sandwich?
Do you want it diagonally cut or vertically?
Yes.
Diagonally cut, no crust.
What? That's a lot of work.
No crust.
If you care, there'll be no crust.
There will be no crust.
And also, my shirts could use laundry.
I don't do that.
Laundry? You don't do laundry?
No, I do. I just don't do his.
You stink.
It's been a long day, but I probably do need a shower.
You definitely
I
need
haven't showered in 3 weeks.
What?
What?
Actually,
What?
I'm not even like, can you tell us that you did? Just so we know for sure.
No, I cannot tell you.
How many new listeners have already turned this off, do you think? Can we take a bet?
Yeah, well, they'll keep listening and they'll tweet at you angrily.
Whatever gets it going, right? Got a trend.
Maybe not that way.
The show's about to get James Gunned.
Oh, boy.
All those were jokes. All right, Amanda, you've got a story. So from what I understand, this is roughly the length of the Bible. So are you ready to tell your story?
I guess so when you put it like that.
All right.
The Bible's a long read, though. Oh, wait. Oh, that was a point.
All right,
Amanda.
let's do this.
do it.
It's time. Here I am. I'm fidgeting my fingers in the base of my lap, waiting for her to arrive. It's been years since I saw her last, and our last encounter left me feeling alone, abandoned, afraid. This is still how I feel 16 years later. Afraid of what? I don't really know. Feeling alone and abandoned again, I guess. But we're meeting here at this restaurant. It's our old spot, where we've always gone for milkshakes and burgers. What is she going to say when she gets here? Do I look okay? Is my outfit acceptable? I begin to look around at everyone sitting at their tables. It's weird how much has changed since I last sat inside this place. The walls have a faded color and the people act different. I remember sitting here with a group of friends and we would talk about anything and nothing all at the same time. But we were always paying attention. But now, every person here is staring at this screen. For what? I'm uncertain. It seems weird that they've replaced actual dialogue with tapping their fingers. They don't seem to communicate, and... Oh wait, she's here. I think that's her. Oh no, maybe I should go. I stand up. Hey you, she says to me. I don't know what to do or how to react. Do I reach for a hug? No, that seems too much. I extend my hand to her. Wow, I think to myself. Her skin is softer than I remember, and it smells of lavender. We sit down and I just can't stop looking at her. It's been so long. So, how have you been? She asks me. You know, never better, I chuckle. How about you? Have things been going well? She's pulled out her phone as she responds, typing away. Really well, actually. Hold on one second. I need to finish sending this message. I sit there with my hands intertwined, anxiously awaiting what we will discuss next. Sorry about that. So what were you saying? Oh, I don't know. I guess just checking in with you. It's been a very long time. Things are really different. Oh, right, yes. Well, I'm remarried now, as of last year, actually. I love my job, it's great. And it's so good to see you again. Well, that's, I didn't realize. Well, congratulations, on all accounts. I can't even process how I should be reacting. Thanks! Oh, one more second, this is him calling. She steps outside the restaurant. I can see her outside the window. My eyes draw attention back to the room. Everyone's head is down, not even looking at the person they're with. When did things change? Why is there no focus anymore? You have someone sitting right in front of you, craving your attention, and you don't even care. She comes back in, tucks her pencil skirt down as she slides back into her seat. Sorry again, he just wanted to check in and see how things are going. Oh, it's okay. What'd you tell him? What? I just mean, how do you feel this is going? Oh, it's fine. I just needed some time, you know? I still had to take care of myself. Well, not just yourself. Well, yes, my family too. I don't even have any words. I'm just sitting in silence, my eyes in a daze. I'm ready to go now. She looks at me with pity and free of responsibility. You were gone for 16 years, honey. I still had to live my life. I'm sorry. My thoughts are attacking me now. You still had to live your life? You're sorry? What about when I was there? You didn't live your life like that for me. You weren't around like that for me. I can't say any of this, but my thoughts are coming after me. Screw this. I was gone because of you. You set me up, and I took the fall because you manipulated me into thinking you cared and that it was all my fault anyway. All I ever wanted was for you to pay attention to me, to listen to me. You didn't give me any of that, but now you have a new family and they get all of that? And you couldn't even visit me once? I actually said to her now, honey, I couldn't be affiliated with that. You know I have a reputation to uphold. A reputation? You care more about a reputation than you do being a good person. I think I've had enough. You're welcome for the 16 years in prison, Mom. Be well. Her mouth agape, I walk away. I see everyone here still sitting with their families, paying no attention to what love and possibilities they hold in front of them. Man, what I would give.
Damn.
Wow, it was a really good story. Really well written.
Mm-hmm. And
Thanks.
told.
So what do you guys think that it's about? What's the moral?
This lady done some time for Mom.
I don't know. I'm so blinded red with rage right now.
Really?
I can't really process what the moral would be other than shove her head through the window.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Just saying.
I don't know what to say after that.
Not to advocate a felony or anything.
What's I don't know. The moral of that. Don't take the fall for your mom.
What about you, Zach? Other than put her head through the window.
That's a good moral, though.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to top that one. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
As soon as you said the more, I'm like, is this going to Escape from L.A.?
I don't understand the reference.
I do.
I hope so. You're laughing at it.
That's what he says at the end of Escape from L.A. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure I think that dates further back than some movie.
It does, but I can only hear Kurt Russell's, the more things change, the more they stay the same. What's the moral?
The moral is never take those around you for granted.
We were not close at all.
That's okay. There's a couple different things that are going on in this story. So
It's got layers. It's
Mostly Mom is a
multifaceted.
wench. If she really let her take the rap, I'm kind of confused as to who to blame here.
we'll go through some of that
Please
right
do.
now.
Okay.
In the story, the main character, and none of these people have names. They're nameless.
Oh, Huckleberry. I gave one a name.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Exactly.
That's a movie quote.
They're both movie quotes. Just because you didn't hear it before.
Just because you didn't understand the reference doesn't negate it from being a quote.
Well, I can't quote and reference something I don't understand.
Oh, you can't handle the truth.
Oh my gosh, we're just going to
I've seen that movie.
I'm just going to force them through. You complete me.
You had me at hello.
I'm just going to let you guys do this for a few minutes.
Jerry Maguire, underrated. Anyway, man, what were you
Sorry.
saying?
I'm just making sure there are no more.
You can continue.
Show me the money.
All right, so in the story, the main character was in prison for 16 years of her life for a crime that her mom committed. Hopefully you guys all got that out of the story.
I got that. That's why he said
right.
throw her through a window.
Is there anyone you care enough about to take that kind of fall for?
Oh.
Ooh.
And as a sidebar, do you know what that crime is based off the story?
16 years?
Gotta be murder.
Okay.
Gotta be.
That's a lightweight murder.
I would honestly, the letter part, I think she killed her previous husband.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Uh-huh.
In terms of other people that I would do a stretch for, yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to do a little Orange is the New Black, sure.
Really?
16 years is a long time.
It's a long time, but yeah.
Who would you do it for?
That's for me to know.
I
And my
guess I didn't
family and
ask
friends
you
to
who.
debate. I wouldn't say anyway, because then if I would
That's true.
take the rap, then maybe Aaron didn't do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was so-and-so. Let's look
That's
at
what.
them.
See, that's what you're doing. You're setting yourself up later for when you commit a homicide.
Exactly.
I'm
Nah,
covering for this person.
it was Dennis, my buddy Dennis. He did this. I totally would never do something like that.
Zach, what do you think? First of all, do you have an idea of what this crime is?
Some kind of. I mean, I see where he's coming from with the ex-husband, but that seems a little too. 16 years seems like you're getting off pretty light. Maybe some kind of drunken manslaughter charge with a vehicle. You struck somebody. Yeah.
You know
I
a
don't
lot
know,
of details for this.
Ooh, maybe drugs. Mom was dealing drugs and she took that rap. That would be a good drug. Drugs are about 16 years because we don't make any sense without a loss.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, Zach. Back to you. I'm going to guess every felony I can until I get it correct.
Yeah. What are you going to chime in with what the correct answer is?
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me now if there's anyone that you would do
Embezzling.
time for.
It was obviously embezzling.
There are people I would commit crimes for, but would I take a fall for their crimes?
Yep.
Maybe not. But would I help them hide the body? I can think of roughly 5 people that I would do that for.
Roughly 5. Okay, good to know.
I have a 5-friend limit.
That's true.
Listeners of the show will come to learn.
Well, the crime committed was murder
Oh, got it right the first time.
of the father, ex-husband.
I mean,
Man.
shoot.
Shoot for the stars.
So proud of yourself.
I am pretty proud.
But because
There's a
the
but.
daughter was so young, that's why she got off so easy.
So she was manipulated by her mother. She didn't really make a choice.
She was. She didn't do it. She
Oh,
just
yeah.
took the fall for it. Her mom set her up. And
See, that's what I'm saying. I would kill that man for someone I love, but I wouldn't say that I killed him when I did not.
I will say I wouldn't accept the fall if mom set me up. I would take the fall if I needed to protect my mom. I would never. Hey, wait. You made it so I look guilty? That's different. You just created a witness. Good job.
That is a bridge too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
You throw me under a bus and I'm going to find a way to get behind that wheel.
And I'm just thinking about how flippantly this mother is acting, considering her daughter took a murder rap for her.
Sorry, babe.
Hold on, there's a lot going on Twitter right now, so just 1 second. I know you don't know what Twitter is because you've never had a chance, but
Check out all these selfies.
So that, I mean, I sure would not. If somebody set me up for it, I would not take the fall. I don't know if I would be able to go to prison for somebody else.
16
in
years
general.
is such a long time.
That is a long time.
Are there people you would commit crimes for?
Yes.
If I thought I could get away with it, but I don't think I
If it
could.
was hurt, if they were being hurt, and that's the only way they could be protected in my mind, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And hey, let the cards fall where they fall. Or somebody, I don't know, did something to somebody that I wasn't a fan of, and maybe the law didn't do what they were supposed to do. Hey, things happen.
Man, it sounds like you have an unlimited amount of vengeance.
I saw the Equalizer.
There you go.
I know how to use a nail gun.
Well, part of the story keys in on the negative changes from technology advancements. Do you feel that the benefits of cell phones and technology outweigh the cons that come with it?
Well, that is a huge tonal shift.
It is a tonal shift.
Where was the cell? What?
Cell
Because
phones.
she's always at her cell. She didn't have time for her
but
daughter
also,
that murdered.
yeah,
and
okay.
everyone else around her. So when her mom leaves the room, she's looking around and everyone else is not engaging in conversations. They're just
Okay.
staring at their phones.
Look at this. You just made it an all around.
Right, because she's been in the clink so long, she doesn't know how it is now.
What's the question again?
Do you feel that because it focuses about the negative connotations with technology and cell phones, do you feel that the benefits of technology and cell phones outweigh any of the cons?
Oh, yeah.
We'll elaborate.
We're going to have robots running the world. So we will.
Well, that seems like a negative.
It depends on what they're doing.
I
know
don't know.
what?
It never worked out well in any of those Terminator movies they won't stop making.
Do you know how earlier Amanda refused to make us sandwiches? We have robots that can do that.
I can make a sandwich.
And now I get a sandwich too.
And then you get a sandwich too. It's an equal opportunity robot. None of that sexist stuff.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Zach, what do you feel?
You could program the robot misogynistically.
Why do you go there?
What kind of horrible robot owner are you?
Positives of technology outweigh the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, mostly yes. Right. It's cool to have a calculator and a watch and a calendar in your pocket.
That is true.
But I also, society as a whole is too wrapped up on their phones. But it is possible to put it in your pocket and leave it there or throw it on Do Not Disturb. Like, there is the possibility to do that. So I would say the positives outweigh the negatives. I just wish more people cared about the people around them.
The way that I would word it is technology isn't the problem. People are the problem.
Oh my God. Just like every zombie story.
Exactly. We are the Walking Dead. That's what's going on.
Humans are the real monsters.
It's how we use it.
Yeah, I mean, that is a succinct point.
It is.
People, you're not using the technology the way you should.
Like we're communicating with the world and getting our point across via technology. I mean, however poorly we're doing it, we're still getting the point across.
And you know what? My phone is currently off.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. We're all engaging with each other in a conversation.
Right.
But
I'm not listening to anything you're saying.
That's probably actually true.
You might have to do a disclaimer that says we're not misogynistic. We're just kidding.
Yeah. Or maybe cut that joke, I guess.
No, it's funny.
It's funny for everybody but him.
I don't know. I can take the heat.
All right.
10 years from now when I get a directing job and they fire me for it.
Oh.
Wow, you're just really getting the hits in on
Man,
James.
I'll try to use James Gunn as I'm trying to make it a verb. You get James Gunn.
They're gunning for him.
Oh, that was good. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's certainly a lot of benefits. And us having the communication right now, like we're still engaging in conversation. And while I wish that there were more actual interactions face to face with people, they seem to be more shy about it than they used to be. I still am happy that people are engaging in conversations with each other and reaching people that they might never have even known due to technology.
Mm-hmm. It is funny how rare eye contact is these days.
But yes, it's sad. It's really sad.
I think it's directly affected how much you can have with someone. You're so used to not looking at people in the eye, people don't do it anymore.
No, they don't. It's you glance in their eye and then you glance around. Mm-hmm. It is strange.
I find myself I actually had that thought last week. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right with you.
I've definitely done it too. Sometimes I have to remind myself, just look at them in the eye. You're shaking their hand already. Like,
I used to be
don't be a weirdo.
I used to be a really important thing where you have to maintain eye contact because it doesn't seem genuine to me if you're not. Mm-hmm. But I find myself not doing it quite often. And then I'm maybe I just don't want to talk to them.
That's probably true too.
I think technology seems to have led to an increase in social anxiety for sure.
Isn't it sad too when
We
you're...
should make that a Facebook status.
Hashtag Smirk.
Isn't it sad how when you're out, though, in public, this is very common, the situation and the story where...
Taking a rap for your mom?
No.
I just got out of the clink last week for this.
The technology aspect.
Your mom too?
Sorry. Yeah, well, it's Coke. I know your mom's into the harder stuff.
Pepsi?
You went to prison for Pepsi?
Dr. Pepper?
Did you walk out of the store without paying for it? You're like, no, Tom, I did it.
Man, she had 42 flavors.
It's dumb. That was real.
That was too dumb?
That was too dumb.
Sorry, dumb.
But anyway, back to the serious point here is that it's sad that you can go out in public and people, friends, or even dates, and especially dates, it always blows my mind. They aren't even communicating half the time. They're just sitting on Facebook or something. Like on a first date, wouldn't you put your phone away? Or if you're with
let's be fair. I don't know the person that the person's out with. Maybe they're that boring.
It's a good point.
Bring up your game. I expect to see a little, just randomly dancing around. Drink a Red Bull. It's a first date. Let me tell you about my cat. I'm on Facebook.
This is sounding very misogynistic again.
Because that's not because of a woman or a man thing. That's a boring person thing.
Well, I was going to say, having worked at restaurants and cafes in Chicago, in case you didn't know that somehow, because it seems to always come up, I see a lot of first dates, and the phone, how often the phones are used seems to be in direct correlation with how into each other they are. The first date is going well. Usually you don't see a lot of phones, but you can tell who is not interested in the other person based on them checking their updates.
If they're swiping right on other dates,
well, sure, that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
That date's not going to end well.
I will say, whenever one of them goes to the restroom, the phone is immediately out for the person who stays behind.
Really?
That always cracks me up.
Wait, what?
Like when somebody leaves for the restroom, and it's a first date, or it's obviously an early dating scenario, and then one person leaves for the restroom. It's just the person who was left behind immediately takes out their phone and like is just going all over the internet or whatever they're doing. Just funny. It's like they were waiting for their fix.
Or maybe they don't know what to do.
Why can't you pee already? Let's go. I gotta call my mom.
Also makes me curious, when the person goes to the bathroom, do they always take their phone with them, or do they ever leave it for those first dates?
You don't leave it. You crazy. First date, you don't know this nut.
Well, that's why I'm just curious if people do that.
No.
I'm checking my phone even when I just have to pee.
Stuff could happen.
You never, hey, look, man, I got to get on my games. I got to get my dailies, so I got to get them in.
Let's be perfectly honest. We're sitting alone with our parents or something. We're not even going to leave our phone alone with them. We're taking it with us wherever we go because it's everybody's lifeline these days.
Yeah, you can't not bring it with you.
Even just like talking about it, I just grabbed my phone. Like I'm not even doing anything with it. I'm just holding it.
See,
you had to make sure it was there.
Yeah, weird. Anyway, I have a final question, but I want to ask you guys something instead.
Huh?
Hold on.
Well, aren't those both questions then?
But no.
I have a question, but it is for you. Just don't think of it as a question.
I guess I should have worded
that
a lot better.
Is it more of a statement on life or society?
No. My question. Okay, so I have a separate question that I can ask you guys.
This feels so complicated. Just go into your question. Go ahead.
Well, what I'm going to do is ask you guys.
Is this the final one?
I'm making this so complicated. I really just want to know if there's anything, because the story had a couple of different layers, if there was something that made you want to ask a question that I hadn't brought up yet with the topic.
You mean like as the story is being told?
Yeah.
I thought they were lovers at first, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, I did think they were lovers
at
first. I did. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned soft skin.
Well, I mean, they've probably been in prison with no lotion. Like they.
Wow.
I feel like.
Wow.
I'm sure they got lotion at commissary.
Yeah, but they haven't even had anyone visit them, no less give them money for stuff.
16 years no visit,
Yeah. This woman is wretched.
I'm more interested about what's going to happen. Is she getting out? What's she going to do? Is there going to be a revenge plot? Because I'd like to see the sequel.
Yo, seriously, this mom needs to be taken out of the picture. She's a bad person. You need to do the world a favor and shove her in front of a car.
You should make this a trilogy, and the next section is her getting out and setting her mom up for something.
Ooh, yeah. I should do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then the third film, or
Season
story,
2 of Smirk.
The third story is basically her younger sister from her new husband or something gets revenge on her for setting her mom up. It's just like this whole thing.
Season 3 of Smirk.
There you go. Done.
Well, the story is eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
The whole world blind.
Probably from a movie too.
I did.
Or it's just some cool thing that somebody said.
I think it's thousands of years old saying yes.
If nobody's heard it before, it's brand new.
I don't think that's how it works.
It is too. It's science.
Okay.
So does everyone agree that this woman needs to die?
Is that your question?
No. She doesn't need to die. She needs to be set up for something worse.
She needs to go to prison for 16 years as well?
No, 20. 32. She needs to do double because she's obviously horrible. Yeah. She needs to do some time though. And you don't let her off easy by getting her killed. You set her up for something. You get out and you frame her for a murder.
Still a crime though. Okay.
Yeah, but mom goes to jail for it, so it balances out.
You can set the mom up for the crime, but have the crime all be like a fake, and then she ends up confessing to the original murder.
Oh, I like that even better.
There you go.
You get her twice.
Yeah.
So you get her for the original crime, and then
But there's no real death, so you're not committing a crime.
And you get your life back.
Yeah.
Minus 16 years.
Minus 16 years, but they usually, don't they pay you for that, for the time lost?
I think only if they can prove that it was intentional.
Right, but if she's confessing.
Yeah, that'd be mom's fault, really.
Yeah, I don't think they give you a lot, though.
I mean, it'd be
something. Is it worth $13 or $13,000?
Probably when you have nothing coming out of prison.
That's fair.
Yeah, you're not getting a job because you were in prison.
Yep.
And we come back to that one. That's a sore one for Zach.
On the next episode of Prison Reform.
Oh, the commercialization of the prisons.
Fun.
That was anyway, a really good story.
She needs to die?
Yes, Zach, she can die.
Or at least, how do you not just take the phone and hit her in the face with it?
Well, I'm sure, is she behind the glass or are they out in the middle of the room kind of thing?
Well, I assume they were sitting at the dinner.
They were at the table.
Oh, because she was out.
She did leave through and go outside and she could see her mom through the window, though.
Well, she comes back and she's still playing on your phone. You rip it out, you throw it behind you. And she's like, what was that for? Then you scream at her. And then you hit her with a wine bottle.
Where's the wine bottle coming
Where'd
from?
you get a wine bottle? You had a phone a minute ago.
This is milkshakes and
You ordered it.
cheeseburgers.
Well, you hit her with the milkshake.
I think he's editing your story as he goes.
I think he is.
I'm so angry at this fictional woman that I can't think straight.
How do you know it's fictional?
Oh.
So angry at this fictional story. I can't think straight.
I respect that.
What is it, Amanda? Is it true or false?
It's false? You mean
Question
fiction?
What did I say? Oh, truth or fiction? Yeah. Sorry, is it truth or fiction?
It is definitely fiction.
All right. Oof. Well, there you go, Zach. That should make you feel a little better.
I mean, I still want the sequel to this story.
There you go.
All right.
Now you have a task.
I do.
At some point soon, you got to write a sequel.
It'll be in season 2, and then the trilogy ends in season 3.
All right.
We already did this. Everybody already knows.
No, you got to come up with a different idea. Mom needs to get it.
Sexually?
Why did you make it weird?
Because you did say, come on, that's what the kids are saying.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
I know back in the 50s it meant murder, but now it means...
Yep.
What's the title of your story?
What I would give. At the very end, that's what she says. Man, what I would give. Because she's always craving attention, and she just wants to have the people that she loves to be around her willingly and not take advantage of her. And she's watching everyone else around her get that, and they don't even care because they're too busy on their phones.
How old was she when she went in prison? Do you know in your story?
I don't know. Do the math.
Well,
She was underage. She was under 18.
yeah.
Is how I wrote it. So
She's in her late 20s, early 30s?
30s, yeah. I
yeah,
would guess,
it would have to be.
Well, I don't know. She could have taken the fall at 12. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Man, that's a bitter mom right there, boy. Willing to let her take the fall at 12.
Well, because she'll get less time.
Yeah, I get it. That's horrible.
So why did her husband have to die, I wonder?
Because I needed to come up with a crime.
Well, hopefully we can explore this more in the sequel.
Do you think he deserved to die because you needed a story point?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Savage.
Look, guys, I had an hour to write this.
Well done. Nice job.
Thanks.
Man, I feel bad for everybody involved.
And Zach, I think he's like actually affected by this.
I really do think he's very bothered by this in a very uncomfortable way. Do you want to?
Yeah, it did make me angry.
His voice like peaked. I've never heard it go from like dark Batman do this. It did like this high pitched raised thing.
Spot on impression.
I don't remember that
It did happen.
because I was so angry.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't recall this happening.
Go listen to it. It's fun.
she's a bad human. This fictional woman.
As our show goes, we will occasionally pick listener stories to read and discuss on Smirk. If you'd like a chance to have yours read, email it to mystory@smirkpodcast.com. Join the conversation by joining our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter @SmirkPodcast. Be sure to use the show's hashtag Smirk, and be sure to tell us anytime your mother has framed you for crimes. Don't miss an episode. Be sure to subscribe to Smirk on your podcast app of choice, or just check out our website at smirkpodcast.com. Mandy, you want to take us out?
As you write your own life story, always remember to tell it with a smirk.
It's a jacked up story.
It is a jacked up story.
Yeah.
Sorry to get your feelings going, Zach.
She's a bad person.
You know, I don't want to allude to anything, but someone might have mommy issues.
I'm sorry that your story had an honest emotional reaction.
I'm actually surprised that it even could.
I didn't know you had emotions.
Just the one.